You see that smile? You see those eyes? I'm sure that at the moment you have exactly the same smile and the same eyes as me. The smile of a Juventino that is super happy. The eyes of a Juventino that didn't sleep a lot. So prepare yourself, because before deep diving in everything regarding Juventus, and I can guarantee you that we have a lot, we start immediately with our usual top 3 flash news. We start with number 3, a sad news until a certain point, because officially we had to say goodbye to Matthijs de Ligt. Thanks, Matthijs. This is the official message of Juventus FC yesterday. He became a Bayern player officially. Top 2 news, we have Bremer, and that's where the sad moment of saying goodbye to De Ligt stopped, because immediately Juventus, they didn't wait any longer. Yesterday evening, yesterday night, after tracking the plane, Bremer became a Juve player, arriving from Austria with the plane in Caselle, in the city that he was already living in, because he went away as a Torino player. He came back as a Juve player. Yesterday he was dressed in black and blue. Was he maybe trolling Inter? We don't know, but Juventus asked him, please, can you tomorrow come to the J Medical with a white and black short? And that's what he did. But we start with number 1. Number 1 is probably the best news that we have today, because OneFootball becomes the official partner for Juventus. Not for 1 week, not for 1 month, not for 1 year, but a multi-year contract. We'll speak about that, because I always told you OneFootball is the best app to remain up to date with everything regarding Juventus. Guys, we will speak about the official partnership. It's a beautiful one, and there is something for you. Guys, today in the video, after you putting a maximum like and after subscribing to the channel, you will know about Rabiot that is not going with Juventus in the USA tour for personal matters, but also and most importantly Tuttosport that is writing, and it is not over. And it is not over, guys. We can expect some more things about Mercato Juve. Put a maximum of likes, subscribe to the channel. We start after the intro. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. We already touched as the top 1 flash news that OneFootball is the new partner, not only of the channel, because we know they are sponsoring the channel, and thank you to the OneFootball team. Guys, they are also from today official partner of Juventus. What does that mean? There will be a lot of surprises. Soon for 22-23 you will be able to own your own digital assets from Juventus. Some videos and things like that. You will be the only one to have and possess. You will be able to buy them, to sell them, trading them. It will be amazing. Not only that, because they will also show some videos, highlights of Serie A from 22-23. OneFootball is growing and doing beautiful steps. Guys, when I told you that I went in partnership with OneFootball, I told you that I didn't want to go in partnership with what sponsor. I don't care about the sponsor. I need one that we could trust. And OneFootball is that sponsor. So you see the link into the description. You see the QR code. Choose the way you want, but it is for free, iOS and Android. Download it, want to remain up to date with everything regarding Juve, the transfer news, the Mercato news, the player stats, notifications about the result, and pay attention, because we are going in the tour playing versus Chivas. If you want to be the first one that know even more and faster than on the channel, it is the moment to download. We start with the news. We have a lot, especially the front page of the Italian sport papers that starts with Gazzetta dello Sport. Bremer, la Juve fa centro. Juventus is going on target for Bremer, because they were the one that bought them. After the narrative of Gazzetta dello Sport for 6 months that Bremer was an Inter player, they have to give up. They have to admit the reality, to face it and watch into the eyes of the Juventini, saying sorry, yes, we were wrong. At the end, Bremer became a Juve player. Of course, they are saying, we want to speak well about Inter. We don't want to put them in the mud too much, because they are saying now Inter will keep Skriniar. Will it be like that or not? We will discover it in a few weeks, because Inter, they need a bit of money. Juventus with Bremer, they exposed Inter to the world, saying these guys that were blah blah blah, qua, squacciatevi la bocca, these guys, they have no money. Exposed. We go to Corriere dello Sport, Bremer colpo gobbo. And they're not speaking about my great friend Colpo Gobbo Lello that has a YouTube channel in Italian, but they're speaking about Juventini. Juventini colpo gobbo. Gobbo is the hunchback of Torino. That's how we Juventini are called. We are in Torino. We are stealing, hijacking a player from Torino, the club there, the Granata, and we are hijacking him, especially from Inter. Colpo gobbo. Bremer. Corriere dello Sport, they didn't understand, or maybe they didn't want to highlight enough the fact that Bremer is something incredible. It is probably the most excited news of that mercato. They are putting him there a bit on the left side of the page, but they are focusing on Paulo Dybala, that was in the stands because he couldn't play yet. After 5 hours of medicals, he's waiting to have the okay to sign the contract. But the most beautiful page today, guys, is Tuttosport. What a beautiful Bremer. What a beautiful Bremer watching the skies of Torino, but this time it's not in Bordeaux, in Granata color, but it is black and white. Sì, Juve, Bremer è tuo. Yes, Juventus, Bremer is yours. And Bremer is not only from Juve, but also from all of you Juventini that are watching and supporting the channel every single day. We need it after Matthijs de Ligt immediately responds and an answer for Juve, and that's what they did. Una squadra sempre più stellare, a team that becomes more and more stellar. And then the most beautiful 4 words of the day: e non è finita qui, e non finisce qui, and it is not over. These are the beautiful words of Tuttosport. What is not over? Well, look at the 3 signings with the beautiful edits of our friends Colo 99. We have Di Maria, we have Paul Pogba, we have Bremer, and it is not over. Look at the smile of the Cobra. Cherubini, 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 Cherubini. Look at this smile. You want to kiss him. Grande Cherubini. What happened yesterday? The crazy day. We saw Arriva Bene arriving at 11:30 a.m. to start the meeting between Juve and Torino. At 4 p.m. there was already an agreement between the 2 clubs and the arrival of the agents of Bremer. 8 p.m. in the evening, the agreement with Juventus and the defender. So it was step by step to make sure that everything was okay. 11:45 we were live, so if you were there yesterday with more than 600 people live to follow Flytrack, Flyradar, and also the player coming from Austria to Torino, you know that at 11:45 he touched ground, arrival of Bremer in Torino. Mamma mia. Then you will tell me, Beppe, but the story of De Ligt, I'm not sure about. I don't understand, because he had a clause of 120 million. We sold him only for 67 plus 10 of possible bonuses. It's not okay. They also hijacked us in a certain way. Bayern, they didn't go until the 90 or 100 million that we were asking. And you will probably be correct. On the other hand, don't check it like that. Check at the profit that Juventus did. More than 30 million. That can increase if we reach some bonuses to a possible 40 million profit on the Dutch wall of 22 years. We know it. Guys, there was at a certain moment only Bayern on him. The player was insisting to leave. Bayern was insisting to have him. Chelsea, they announced Koulibaly. It was not possible anymore to go with a lot of more higher requests. We refused the first one. We said okay to the other one. Guys, don't forget that De Ligt is in the same agency as Paul Pogba. We received a beautiful favor. We talked about the agent commission that were really low for a player like Paul Pogba. Instead of going to 10 or 20 million, we only pay 2.5 million for the agent. I believe in life you also have to check at things like we are giving, we are receiving, we are receiving, we are giving. It is an exchange. We can understand that the player will go to Bayern. Juventus is making profit, and we had to be fast. You asked it, and you asked it on the channel. Juventus, please be fast, because otherwise there will be no center backs anymore on the market. Juventus was also in a rush. We sold him at the price that we thought that was okay for the player, for the value of the player, and we went immediately to reinvest in that money and hijack Bremer from Inter. We continue because Inter beffata, Inter in the mud. Beautiful title of Tuttosport today. Bremer della Juve. Bremer is a Juve player. Guys, I don't know how many shirts I will buy this year. Pay attention. 50 million to Torino. Unofficial numbers. We have to check the numbers that will probably arrive this evening after the official announcement. Today, there will be the visit, and then he will leave in the USA. 6 million, this is what they are selling and reporting. 6 million salary for the Brazilian player. Again, we need to double check these numbers when they will be official. Marcatore super nel duelli. It is one that is really great in a 1-to-1, in man marking, super hard and great in interception and stopping other players. We have the best Serie A defender of 21-22 in our team. Today, Juventus said Bremer is in the building. I have to correct it. I said Bremer is the building. Look at how big it is, mamma mia. There is Milenkovic, and maybe we will have another race, another battle between Inter and Juventus on Milenkovic. He's still an objective potentially if we want a second center back in that mercato. I tell you the truth, I like Milenkovic. I am not sure. Only if Juventus has ideas of going in a three-man defense, I would do it. Otherwise, I will pass on that one. OneFootball, our friends that became the sponsor of Juventus officially, they are revealing that Juventus didn't only beat Inter in that competition, but also from some teams of Premier League like Chelsea, like Tottenham. Some were more, some were less interested, but there was a big competition on the player. We start with other news. We leave Bremer alone for a second. Let him do his medicals. Adrien Rabiot, he stated himself on Instagram out of nowhere a communiqué, a statement saying that in agreement with the club, Juventus, and for personal reason he will stay in Torino and he will complete his physical preparation there in Torino. He will not go on the tour. Romeo Agressi was clearing up our ideas because we didn't know, was he injured or not. Romeo Agressi is telling us that it is for personal reason that he's not going. He's not on the market and he's not injured. Hey, I'm questioning myself, what is happening with Rabiot? There are some rumors that maybe he doesn't want to take the vaccine for COVID. We don't know, only speculation. One thing is sure, he will not go, and also another one will not go, and we are speaking about Ramsey. That OneFootball is saying that Juventus is sending a clear message to Ramsey with their USA tour decision. Ramsey will not join Juventus, so we have already two defenders that will not go. On top of that, Mirko Nicolino is reporting that Arthur, Chiesa, Ramsey, Caio Jorge, Rabiot are not taking part of that USA tour for all their personal reasons. You can watch it with the emotes, but also De Sciglio has to be double checked because we know that he had a small muscular injury. It is not over. Do you remember the words we started with in the intro? It is not over. Tuttosport is saying Juventus after Bremer, after Pogba, after Di Maria, they want to go for new players. Longer video because there is so much to say. Paredes and Zaniolo, two players in the target of Juventus. Will Juventus be able to sign more big players because Paredes and Zaniolo are important names? Yes or no? I don't know. I don't know what to expect because I told you so many times, Mercato is crazy, la 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 la. So let's see, everything can happen. Mercato is crazy, but OneFootball is bringing us again on earth because they are saying that for Paredes, Paris Saint-Germain, even if they have a lot of players at the moment in their team and they are obliged to sell, well, they are saying we don't care. 30 million is the value of the player and we don't want to change that value. Will Juventus go with an extra investment of 30 million for Paredes, the Argentinian friend of Di Maria? I don't know. Hey, everything can happen, but first we have to sell. On the other hand, Zaniolo, at the moment, nobody arrived to Roma, to the club of AS Roma, with the 50 million that they are requesting in different formulas, yes, but still cash money. Even Juventus didn't reach it, so Il Messaggero this morning, reported by Giovanni Capuano, was saying that at the moment, maybe Zaniolo is even convincing himself, maybe with the arrival also of Paulo Dybala, to remain one more year. Giving up on Zaniolo, I would not at the moment. You never know about surprise. But let's see, because also Tottenham is entering that race. Another player that can join Juventus, also from Torino, or actually it's a free agent now, it is Il Gallo Belotti, why not? This is actually, these are actually the words reported by Pasqualin, that is saying, why not? They need a regista, yes, but they also need a vice Vlahovic, and if Belotti is able to understand that he's a bench player ready to enter and to help La Vecchia Signora, maybe yes, guys, I tell you, Belotti as a sub, as a super sub of Vlahovic, I would not say no. Inter, and that's the last news of today's video, Inter, guys, I told you, exposed financially. They couldn't even increase their offer for a player that were in their hand because they had a promise with the club but also with the player. Guys, after Dybala and Bremer exposed to the world that Inter has some difficulties. They will try to keep Skriniar, but we know it. If they keep Skriniar, they lose even more money. These virtually 70 million, they will have to give up on that. If they accept that money, yes, but then who will be their replacement? Akanji, Demiral, we don't know, but at the moment, guys, they are exposed. They have a lot of problems, Inter. Guys, this was it for me for the video, a longer video, 15 minutes together, enjoying the moments of Bremer to Juve, and especially it is not over. Keep that in mind. Remind yourself, it is not over. Grazie, maximum of likes, subscribe to the channel, grazie, forza, Juve.